What is up, everybody, and welcome back to An Evening In. We're in Day of the Diver. I just picked this up on the Steam Black Friday sale. I figured I'd show it off. I think with this series, it's fun to show off some games that I'm unfamiliar with. I've only put like 30 or 40 minutes into this game so far. Heard really nice things. Haste is another game that I want to show off. What an incredible indie. That's probably my favorite game of the whole year. Outside of Expedition 33. I really like Sayonara Wild Hearts, but a game that came out this year, how about that? So this game, you fish in the day, and then you work at a sushi restaurant at night. So you catch the fishies, which I will do here in a second after we get past the jellies. Sorry, Dory. Sorry, Dory. And let's get ourselves this without getting hit. This is the Chill Live. What is that? A hammer? That's funny. So I can put fish to sleep. See if we can get close to one, actually. I put a fish to sleep. That's funny. Is this a roguelite? Would this fall under that category? I don't know. I've heard there's like a lot to this game. Like it's hiding plenty below the surface. If this is your first time seeing An Evening In, chill, live commentary. It is supposed to be relaxed and like we're hanging out, chilling on a couch, Friday night style, the way maybe you got to do when you were younger, passing the controller back and forth. Ooh, what is this? All right, so it happened, by the way. Ooh, soy sauce. It happened. I was sitting there on YouTube today, and I literally was like, wait a second. How did I get to this video? I was watching a Ferrari like rip through the mountains, and that's not something I would watch. I got there. It happened. Ooh, these fish look cool. Sorry, fish. And I don't know. I realized in that moment, oh my gosh, YouTube has absolutely made that homepage like so good and like so attention economy-esque that I got trapped. I got trapped in the rabbit hole. I ended up, there I was. And I say all that, I'm not a huge fan, if you watch the channel, I'm not a huge fan of TikTok. I'm not a huge fan of short form content. I'm not like, if you love it, great. No worries. Like, that's just fine. But I try and be very intentional with what I watch when I watch it and not let attention economy stuff kind of take over. What is that? Scooter? How does it work? Oh, that's sweet. I can't go too deep. Yeah, I think this is probably too deep for this suit, right? No. Wow. 50 meters, 150 feet. That's a deep dive right there. Dragoon has his license. I am a PADI certified diver. I have been on some dives, not in a long, long time, but I sure enjoyed diving. It is super cool. It feels like you're flying. Okay. Did we find what we needed to find? Something gonna chase us? I feel like a shark is gonna... Oh my gosh, a giant squid? No way. Everybody gets to be here for this. And YouTube, by the way, has always been very good at suggesting videos. Like, this has been the joke forever, right? This is why workplaces have banned YouTube. It's like a phenomenal time waster. All right, let's get back up. Oh, I like this. You would absolutely get the bends if you ascended this quickly. I love YouTube. I think it's still so rad. What's our inventory like? We still have enough space and time to get some fishies. Let's get fishies. Come here. Because we gotta get enough ingredients for the sushi tonight. I gotta mess with the shark again, though. I think that's probably enough, right? Yeah. Okay, we'll go to the sushi thing. But I've realized they've gotten so darn good at just capturing our attention. And I've been pretty solid at not going down that rabbit hole. I think what I'm starting to realize is I don't super love YouTube as much anymore. Maybe part of that's me getting older, but I think a lot of that is just the way the algorithm positions things on the homepage. Now, using your subscription box, That's the way to do it. Find a creator you like, subscribe. But even myself, who knows that's like a good practice, I don't do it all that often. I'll get on the homepage, I'll see something bright and shiny, and I won't click on that subscription button. And I really should be using a bookmark or something just to go to the subscription page. All right. I love the way the boats kind of look. I don't know, whatever engine this is, like the 2D mixed with the kind of 3D-ish elements. They look super cool. I guess they are still 2D elements. All right. Off to the sushi place. I picked this game up because it was the deepest sale yet. I've heard it's a really good Steam Deck game, and I'm excited to try it. So then you come over here, you pick the items you want to have on the menu. And so we'll do, are they all level 1s? I guess so. Yeah, I didn't get any fancy fish, did I? Put the dory on. That, I guess. And how about that? All right, and then we can open the restaurant. You can see it's kind of like a little overcooked-esque, you know? Wait for customers to come on in. I've heard this game is like wildly addictive. Did I not put it on the menu? I thought I have the ingredients for the shark thing that lady wants. Whatever. So you serve the tea, you gotta pour it just right. If you don't pour it right, they get mad. Did I do it right? All right, we did it right. They're like, good job. Then you gotta pick up the order and you gotta run it down to the customer at the right time. So you pick it up, run. There's like a little stamina bar. There you go, bro. All good. And Boncho keeps chopping the sushi. There you go. Love it when they sit next to the chef. That makes life really easy. And then you have to clear dishes too. There you go. It's easy so far. And now they're taking pictures of their food. You gotta clean that up. And you gotta give them the green tea. Oh no. Oh, I didn't do a great pour. Bad job, Dragoon. Bad job. They're not gonna be pleased. They're not gonna tweet about you. They're not gonna put your food on social media for the attention economy. Taking pictures of food. I've done it before, years ago. I get why people do it. But anyway, I'm curious if you are a long-time YouTube viewer. Actually, I'd be curious of two things. When did you start watching YouTube? What was your favorite era? And what do you think of the platform these days? I started watching it. I remember like seeing my friends show me like WoW videos in like 2007 and 8. But I didn't become a regular viewer, I want to say, or aware of like gaming YouTube until probably 2010. It was like 2009, 2010-ish. And I was obsessed. I couldn't get enough. It was so wonderful, those early Machinima days. And you've heard me yap about that a bunch. But I feel like there was an era all the way up until like 2019-ish that was pretty amazing. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, great. Oh, wow. I have a radar that can track all of these thingies. Yep. What in the world? Blah, 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 blah. Check out the signal for me to test out the radar. Give it to me. I'll tell you if it works. The game is slowly revealing its depth to me as I dive through the deep and get more fishies. In we go. Let's do one more cycle and one more sushi serve for this video. I really think back to when they were doing the YouTube rewinds, and I can't remember the years, but there was like a time where it felt like YouTube really was a community, and there were the YouTube stars, and there were all the people. Granted, they were like in a lot of verticals outside of gaming, and I was pretty much only watching gaming. But when they would do those YouTube rewinds, I would recognize a lot of people and feel like YouTube, like it felt like a community. They had those YouTube spaces in LA. Right now, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if YouTube's like weathering the storm of competition from TikTok, if that's why they keep changing the platform so dramatically to try and keep up or whatever. But I feel like they have really damaged certain elements of the platform that I loved. Oops. Oh, a lot of bad fish. Get out of here, fish. I'm gonna die. Don't let me die. I think I'm gonna need oxygen if I'm gonna go that low. I don't see any oxygen there. Case in point, I was literally looking up like thoughtful gaming commentary videos, trying to see if I could find any. And I got like 3 search results that were normal long form videos, and then it just was shorts. Whoa! There's a current down here. I'm pretty deep. Hopefully, is there enough time to get the oxygen? Come on, come on. Come on. No, Dave. Jerks. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. I'm toast. If I don't get any O2, this, oh, there we go. Thank goodness. It's early dive, man. Also, I'm pretty sure you could not dive this much. Wait for it to go, and then we can get this. Like, if you're doing 2 dives a day every day, the amount of, like, nitrous in your system would be too much. Or whatever it is that gives the bends. Is it nitrous? Oh, come on. Is there a way out of this loop, or am I just doomed to float and poisoned? Dude, ocean sucks. Swim, 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 swim. Okay, we're past it. And we'll take some oxygen right there. I got 3 long form videos, and then it was just short after short after short when I had searched that. And I think they've really nuked the like best part of the platform, which was search. Am I too deep? I might be way too deep. Yeah. I'm too deep. I'm not going to be able to get it on this run. We might have to find like those emergency dive pod exit things when you go this deep. Yeah, I got it. We'll swim out. Oh, no, we got some O2 over here. We might be able to make this work. And there's some new fishies here. He doesn't look happy. Bang. Bang. I'm kiting the fishy. Am I over encumbered? Yeah, super over encumbered. Okay, let's drop that. Let's drop that. The glass doesn't matter. We'll drop a fish. It'll work. That'll work right there. And I know they super badly want short form viewers over on their platform. I know YouTube got all worried when the stat came out that like average view duration had shifted to TikTok. Like there was higher average view, not duration, but time or whatever over on TikTok's side of the internet. And they were all panicked about it. But search and long form is their bread and butter. I wish they would just lean more into that. Obviously, like having a good ecosystem for shorts is good, but don't force everybody into it. Like you can tell, there's a lot of people like myself who I just don't need short form content pushed everywhere. So I don't know. I do worry at times about YouTube and honestly like the way the internet is going because, all right, so much of Google's business model is right. The ad economy, they own what, like such a majority of all of the internet ad traffic, right? Their ad network is absurd. It's massive. It's freaking huge. As more and more people start using LLMs like ChatGPT as a substitute for like other search engines, they're not really navigating to sites as much. They're just going to like put the question into GPT and GPT is going to like synthesize an answer from what it thinks that it's learned from all this stuff. Big hiccup. Oh, tiny fish. And there's no need to go to the website. The ad doesn't load, right? If you're Googling, how do I make this sushi recipe? And you're no longer going to the sushi recipe site where there's ads by Google, that person's not getting any ad rev for it, and Google's not getting any ad rev for it. And so people are seeing less ads because they're interacting with just an LLM. And like the obvious thing is like, well, LLMs are going to have ads built in pretty soon. They're going to find ways to monetize it. We're in like the free era of the GPTs, but I know they have like the premium models for the different stuff, but the incredification, you can count on it. It's going to happen, right? It's absolutely going to happen to these platforms. But I'm just saying, as more and more people like gravitate towards not going to actual websites, the whole ecosystem of like ad traffic and display network ads and stuff is going to be a big deal. Not for people like me, but for Google and for companies. And so I think YouTube, which exists off of like that ad traffic, it's potentially still okay, right? Like it's not in the same position where an LLM is going to take a huge portion away from it. I don't think people go to YouTube for a lot of things, learning and education and entertainment. And the video side is not as threatened by a GPT yet, but it just does, it causes me some concern. Like even probably under this video, there's probably a Google AI summary about what I'm talking about because they're putting it there. And so it's like, well, if you're putting that summary there, then they're not watching the video. Isn't that counterproductive for like, well, some users aren't watching the video, but like, do you get what I'm saying? This push for AI is in direct conflict with the way the ad ecosystem of the internet works. And I worry because I think the era of the free and open, awesome internet is just about over and done. And innovation will come. There will be new platforms. There'll be new things. There'll be a cool thing that arises out of it. But I do worry. It feels like nobody is helming the ship of YouTube. And I've been through plenty of adpocalypses, plenty of eras, plenty of things where there's been manipulation of the system and bad stuff. And this is also, to be fair, I don't know if there's ever been another time that's so... Oh man, lots of fish are attacking right now. If you were to start a channel right now, it's so much better and easier to get your work seen than back when I started. I started uploading in 2011. I didn't really start uploading a lot until 2014. That's when I got pretty regular with all of the uploads and stuff, right? And it's never been easier if you wanted to start a channel and get your work seen. It's also, oh, cool. He inked me. It's also a really hard era for creators. I don't do this full time, as you guys know. I have a normal job. This is the place. The signal's coming from inside. If we had tools of some sort, we can move aside that power rocks and go inside. I think it'd be best to talk this over with Cobra. Come up for now. Okay, great. Oh, wow. There's crazy symbols and voices. What is Dave the Diver discovering? I don't know. As you all know, I don't do this as a job. It's just a part-time, like, fun hobby thing. But if you were to do this as the income, like, the algorithm, the way it is currently is brutal. I know some full-time creators, and it's just, like, an insanely hard path because what the algorithm demands is pretty intense. I found a place with a signal from the Sea People civilization. I can't hold back my academic thirst to check it out. I'm at an important symposium right now. Talk it over with Cobra. I'll come by tomorrow. Okay, got it. Cobra, he's the cool dude who owns the restaurant. But is he cool? I've got weird feelings. Use a bomb. Great. How do I detonate a bomb? Let's put a little trust. Yep. But there's an issue. The delivery ships haven't been arriving lately. I need to get a delivery from a bomb expert. Apparently the ship's gone off the radar. I think it's sunk. If I could use the drone I ordered, we could blah, blah, blah. Dave, could you go into the seas and get drone materials? Yes, of course. Delivery boxes. Look for a place with ocean currents. Great. I've already been down there. All right, let's go do some sushi. So in some ways, it's the best time ever to create YouTube content. And I've encouraged that a ton. I think if you have any creative desire, like, you should totally make videos. It is the sickest thing ever. I still love, as a creator, the function that this platform offers. But my goodness, it feels like I could actually see a competitor coming in and taking over the space a bit. I totally could. Oh, did I not add the max on that one? Maybe that's what I was doing. Swap. Maybe I wasn't doing it right. What am I doing? I thought I'm supposed to do the max. Yeah, I think you do the max for all of them, right? Oh, and I can pick the most expensive ones? Oh, shish, interesting. Maybe, yeah, that's fine. Let's try that. Not easily. When I say I could see a competitor coming in, I can already, like, sense the comment that somebody's going to leave there. Not easily. I'm saying it would take a lot of stuff happening for that to occur. All right. And I don't see that happening anytime soon. But a few years ago, I couldn't even fathom the wildest concept of YouTube being disrupted. I actually could see, like, Google, I don't know, falling off And we're talking on like a big time scale here, by the way. We're not talking on anything under 5 years. I'm talking in like 10 years. I feel like I could actually see if Google doesn't prioritize a lot of the stuff that people really want. I don't know. I love Patreon. I think that's always been a really interesting and cool idea. I think it doesn't always like translate for everyone, and the viewer supported model, like I think it's super smart, but it doesn't necessarily make sense for everybody. Like I'm totally blanking on the guy right now the Patreon guy. He's got the band. He makes a lot of videos. I really appreciate his thoughts on all this. He like talked very heavily about how the internet went from being this follower-based model, right? And then shifted to the algorithm-based model and the impacts that has had on the system. This person's getting impatient. You gotta run, Dragoon. No. Don't want to leave them at the bad review. No. Okay. We're doing good. Oh gosh, thank goodness you're sitting right there. It's kind of stressful. I know. I can't believe I'm blanking on his name right now. He always has really cool ideas and things that make a ton of sense. And like, I like his idea of the future. Just, I don't know the way that Patreon is set up, if that like fulfills that role, but I don't know. I don't know where it all goes from here, but you know what I do know? It's a pretty relaxing game. Oh, it's raining today? It's a little Stardew Valley-esque here. You haven't quit diving, have you? What is this? I'm doing investigating for an important paper, blah, blah, blah. Get me blue shells and brown shells. Gotcha. Yep. Got it. This is like a very relaxing, fun game. I could see like when the Steam Deck gets here, playing more of this. So, all right, we made it here. What is your favorite sushi roll? If you like sushi, you can also say if you don't like sushi, that's perfectly fine as well. I'm trying to think. There's a lot of specialty rolls and things that I like. Spicy tuna is always good. I am a sucker. A good California is a good California roll. Can't hate on it. Dragon rolls are fun. I like all sushi, to be honest with you. But if you have a particular roll that you really like, let me know down in the comments below. Appreciate you all. Hope you're having a great day. I'll see you again in the next video.